I think the sound is working now, the audio. So I will check here in a second to see if you guys are back. Sorry about that. Can you hear me now, Jennifer? Good Lord. I should have known better. I had a Windows update last night, and when I got up this morning, it had, you have to restart your computer. Why it doesn't restart it and get all that done, I don't know. Let's see, I gotta go up 11 7/8. That's the wrong side. So this beam is going to be holding up a floor, not just a roof. It's going to be holding a floor and a roof. So we gotta make it a little beefier. Hey, Richard. Ooh, sound. I like that toast. Yeah, I know. The Windows updates are really scary to me and I really don't like even doing them. Is that a whole thing? Yeah. I'll copy this over here. So this is Jason's monitor or shipping container monitor barn. And it has been something else, because I thought in the beginning, if you saw the previous video, it was just one big pole barn truss across the whole thing, and it turns out he wanted this monitor style barn, that has the raised part in the middle. Excuse me, I'm still trying to get over almost dying. Okay, floor truss. We want to do floor trusses. Floor truss. Rectangular. We're going to go from here. This should be 20 feet. So we'll check that. Yep, 20 feet and 40 feet. Yep. So, why does it say 19.875? Out to out span. Bearing left, bottom cord, depth. Okay, we're going to make these 24 inches. Well, let's see, 20. Trying to think what would be easier. Let's see, 24 inches. Yeah, we're going to leave them 24 inches. Chase opening, we don't really need to worry about that. Panel length, okay. Building length is right. I don't know why. I'm going to check the width afterwards. Cable end truss, no. Yes, advanced. We want sheeting. Ribbon board. Yes. Sill plate, no. We don't need a sill plate. We're sitting on top of our beam. Sill plate. Okay. Boom. There we go. Now, I'm trying to figure out why it didn't. Oh, good Lord. It snapped to that. That's one thing, though, I like about this extension is that you can go in and edit well, you used to be able to edit floor trusses. I tell you, today, this whole past week has been one heck of a week. I'm just going to tell you. I ain't going to lie. Edit floor assembly. I mean, my God, it ain't working. So we're going to go back in. I'm telling you guys, I ain't going to lie from now on. I'm lucky to be alive right now. Now I snapped that corner right there, which is 20 feet. And then I went down to here. $20. Okay, good. There. You know, my accent, my Tennessee accent, I can't help it. Yeah, the windows. I mean, I've got a relatively new computer. It's like a year old. You would think that they would just do automatic updates, but this was like Windows 20 H2 or something. It's probably a hacker. Let's see, man, hope things are better. I appreciate that. I just had this infection, and my fever was like 102.7 for 2 days. I think we all happy. And I didn't want to go to the hospital, and that caused lots of trouble with my family. And anyway, I don't know why I'm complaining. I'm not trying to complain. So now this monitor barn, it just occurred to me, we're going to have a stair in it somewhere, but I'll work that out later. I'm just going to get this thing roughed out for him. And what I was thinking about doing is taking the rafters. That's why I was doing this middle section first. Taking these rafters and going from this beam up to that beam. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of pitch that is, because he wanted a 412 pitch. I think it's going to be close. Now I'm going to use my Medique. And I do want to thank Medique, because I'm in no mood to draw individual studs and joist and floor trusses like I used to. Wall. We're going to do wall. And it'll be a typical wall. It'll be 2x4s because it's just a barn and it's only 8 feet tall. Stud spacing is correct. I'm going to start back here. And I'm not even going to complain about California corners this morning. Advanced options. Let's just draw a wall. And it went away. Thank you. Yep. That's it. That's how it's been going. I may need to, you know what, I may need to restart SketchUp, because I didn't. If I can't edit this wall, then that's what I'm going to do, because you're supposed to be able to edit these assemblies after you create them. See. Hey, going to work? Yeah. Be careful, son. I love you. Alex has turned into quite the worker, man. He's working as like an assistant manager at a Taco Mamacita. It's a really high-end I guess, Tex-Mex place. It's really good. See, you should be able to edit these walls. Yeah, okay, so good. I don't know why I couldn't edit that floor. I still can't and don't understand that, but it's okay for now. So I'm just trying to get this thing roughed in. So what I should have done was just gone around in the rectangle with my walls, but I can still do that. Wall, and this is, again, this Nathan Wilkerson is a friend of, oh, I forgot to do my setbacks. This, always want to set your walls back so your sheeting is flush with your framing like that. So now I need to set myself a 1/2 inch. Why does that not look like a half? There we go. Yeah, you don't want your OSB hanging over. Just gives you troubles. And it forces you to have to put it on your band, which is a waste of material and unnecessary. So I hope this is going to work, where it'll just go ahead and connect to that wall I've already got. Except that now I got to make this wall an inch shorter. Let's see if it'll work. Let's see, we're going to make it 30 feet 11. 30 feet 11. And that, what in the world is that? Well, maybe if I made it, well, I tell you, I'm telling you, a staph infection will ruin your mind. 39 feet 11. Let's try that. That's probably a better number. Yeah. Yeah, that's a better number, Tony. And then, oops, did I move it a 1/2 inch? Yeah. Alright, let's see if there's any comments of inspiration out there. Thank you, Toasts, for wishing me well. Oh, talking about Richard. Okay, well, I want Richard to be well too, because he's just got a new job. Have you got your $2,000 from the Biden yet? No. Or I hadn't got the $1,400 either. Hello, Shriva. Werner, I can't see either after being sick for a week. It's like I got blurred vision now. I don't know what is going on. I hope I get back to normal. Because this is kind of driving me crazy, to be honest with you. So I'm going to start. I wonder if I got to start this wall. This new wall. But anyway, what I was saying was this. This wall, all these extensions that Nathan Wilkerson has given me are just like a godsend, because, you know, I used to draw this stuff by hand, and now there's, you know, it does have its moments, it has its glitches, but all in all, you can't complain. I mean, you can complain about anything, but I ain't complaining right now, because I have 4 walls, and I'm going to obviously have to change that siding. What I think I'm going to do is just turn it off for right now. So The other thing cool about SketchUp 2021 is we have folders now to organize, so I can put all these floor layers in the floor folder and all these wall layers, and these layers are created by the extension. There we go. But you can keep it kind of organized that way, and that's, for some reason, it creates an empty layer. I just delete that one. So now what I want to do is go into there and delete, or not delete, turn off the wall cladding for right now, because I'm going to change it later. Delete my guidelines, and now we're ready for our next kind of phase. We're getting there. Now this is going to have to be braced off, so I'm thinking actually about running these LVLs across the front here too. But for now I'm just trying to get my roof. I really want to get to the roof system, and we're going to put some trusses across here. Roof trusses. And I think he said he wanted attic trusses. But we're going to go from our framing and top chord overhang. Let's go 24 inches. And I'm having a hard time seeing top chord pitch. Does that really say 12? 12. Attic height decreased. Okay. Sorry. Didn't mean to. Advanced. Yes. Okay, so we may just agree to all this stuff right now, and then we'll see what happens. Hey. That's kind of boring looking like that, but when we do a section here, I already had one section there, didn't I? Delete this one. Well, I will be a poot bomb. Does anybody know how to delete the page up key? Am I on the front now? Front. Okay. View section planes. I was trying to show you what those attic trusses look like, but I didn't make this active. There we go. I don't think it's going to do any good to have an attic truss with a 412 pitch on a 20-foot wide building, so we're going to change that. Hopefully we can. Oh, you know what? You can't change the attic type. That's right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this so I can show it how silly it would be. And then I'm going to turn off section planes and section cuts. And I'm going to delete this one. See if I have any more comments. No, it wasn't corona. It was somehow I got a cut on the back of my leg and it got infected. And it was a real bad. It was it turned into a life-threatening thing. And I mean, I'm still not out of the woods, so y'all need to stay a little prayer for me, because there's no, staph is resistant to antibiotics, so it's up to the health of your body. It's up to your body. So overhang. Why is it saying overhang on the left? And we'll turn that section back on. And you'll see that it makes more sense to have a regular truss in there because there's no room. You'd be paying more money for this attic truss. You know, what the attic truss tries to do is create an open area in the attic for you to store things. Of course, on a 412 pitch, at a 20-foot wide building, you know, you're better off just using cheaper trusses like that. Now we should be able to edit this roof. Yeah, okay, good. I'm not going to keep any roofs I can't edit because I always have to edit them, and it's annoying. Let's see, turn off section cuts. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my rafters. Let's see, do I have roof rafters? I do have shed roof. Alright. Let's see. That means I could go from here. What if I have to? You can't lock the plane. Right, so I have to put myself a line there. I'm gonna go from there to, well, to there. Yeah, so I should be able to use that now. Roof rafters. What did that say? I thought it said gable roof. Okay. Thought for a minute it was going to act weird. Okay, so we got 15, 412 pitch. Look, it's going to hit right where I want it to, I think. That's cool. It's going to hit, I think it's going to hit my beam. Let's see. We're going to go 24-inch overhang. Bird's mouth. Let's see. Are we going to do ceiling joist or not? I don't think we are. I think we're going to come up with another system. Let's see. I'm just going to say yes to all this for right now. Oh, it made the overhang on the top. That's funny. So let's get rid of that. Hopefully I can edit this. Oh well, so I need to do Overhang right 0. See if that fixes it. Yep. There we go. We'll see where that hit. What I'm going to do is, okay, I don't want that bird's mouth on there. See what you guys are saying out there. Okay. I think we're going to lessen this to, let's see, if I wanted to come down, let's make it 3.5 12. Aha. Aha. That's what I want. I want it right on that beam, but I'll have to fix this. No big deal. That's what I want. And I want it (24 inches) here and 24 here. And for now, we're going to turn off the soffit so I can see what's going on there. Roof soffit. There we go. Yeah. And I meant to get rid of that bird's mouth at the top. I was trying to figure out why they were asking for bird's mouth left. Really only needs to be 3.5. Where am I? 3.5. And this is 0. And that didn't change it. Dang it. Let's see if I can pick it again. And, you know, this is what you run into sometimes with the extensions. They are great, but then they'll have these little glitches. See, that's not changing. So, oh, my leg. But we're getting close. We're getting close, I think. I wonder if it's because he doesn't allow no bird's mouth. Let's see if we can create one. Now it's that number I put in stuck in there. Isn't that funny? Let's move this one back. $50 feet. And we'll try it again. It's worth trying again. Deep overhang upper. See, it saved my settings. From where I edited it. Cable overhangs 24. Okay, why are you okay? Alright, so we're gonna restart SketchUp because now it's not acting right. Yeah, these videos aren't very entertaining. I do them for the owner to watch, but these are kind of painful. I admit, because we want to do a shed roof. It may be that me putting in 0. I've run into this before. If I put in a 0 for a field that he doesn't have 0 as an acceptable field or whatever, then it won't work. But I don't want a bird's mouth at the top because I don't need one. That's what shed roofs are. They don't have bird's mouths at the top. So some of this is me just having to kind of explain to him that when you have a shed roof like that, the bottom has a bird's mouth, but the top, lower bird's mouth, and it doesn't need to be 3. And let's try it. We're going to try it and just say yes to everything right quick. Rafter spacing. You see, how much you want to bet if I put in 1 inch? Yeah, that's what it is. You can't put 0. But what we'll do is fix it. We're going to make this 3.5 now that I know that's the glitch. And I need to call him about that because when you have a shed roof, you're leaning against something like this beam. That's why I'm making this a 3.5, 12. I just leaned it back down. And then the overhang, right, was 0. This was 24. There we go. So what I'll have to do is just, I'm going to manually fix that. Let's see if it will take a number so tiny that it won't matter. Like 1/8, 125. There you go. I tricked you, didn't I? Now they're gonna have a little notch out the bottom of their rafters. Oh well, no big deal. I'm just kidding. I'll fix it later. I'm just trying to see what the extremes are for these extensions. So now, if we had ceiling joists, this would brace this off better. But I'm going to figure out, I'd like to figure out how to keep this all open, because I'll have braces in here coming like this, like a regular barn. And then I need to run these. Let's do this. Let's copy. We're going to make this a component. I wonder if that screws it up. I wonder if I can still edit it if it's a component. What I normally do is I will use the extension to a certain extent, and then I'll explode it. I'm trying to go over there. That should be right. I'll explode it, and then that way I can make it a component. But if I go in here and can I select this? Uh-oh, I did it now. No, you did it, Tony. Yeah. So that's okay. That gets me where I want to go, though. That's exactly what I wanted. So I'm not fretting over that. You can see it's kind of starting to take that. The only thing I don't like about it is that the upper section seems to stick up. Thought I had that wall cladding turned off. Wall cladding. Would you use a scissor monotruss? You could, but let's turn our section back on. What a regular truss would do in this case is also help provide bracing. Let's turn our section back on. View section cuts. You see, that bottom cord really works well. You know, it's basically a ceiling joist that helps tie the walls together. Scissor trusses on this pitch, probably, if you had scissor trusses come in more handy when you have a steeper outer pitch. Like say you have a 612 outer and a 312 inner, you know, but on a 412 you end up with this little wimpy scissor, you know, and you know, they have their use, but on a 412 pitch a standard truss would be cheaper and just more stable for this you know, this construction type. Turn that section off. I mean, you could use a scissor truss, but on this one I'm not gonna recommend it. So I think what I'm going to do is fix these. I've got these layers that need to go into roof folder. That's probably another empty layer. Yep, they won't delete if they're empty. So that's a good test. So I'm gonna take that beam Actually, what I'm going to do is just take one of them, or did I make them yeah, copy. Well, let's see. And what I'm going to have to do is you'll have to set this one. The way I like to do these is take this one, set it back 1.75, then take this one, set it back 3.5, did that go back 3.5, and then take this one and put it right here. This kind of interlocks them, and then take the other one and overlap that one. There we go. And I wonder if that all worked out right. I hope I didn't copy that beam from the job where I accidentally made them 1.5 inches. That's going to figure, and I can tell you right now by looking at them, that's what it is. Oh my God. Ugh. Alright, well, it won't take but a few minutes to fix. I accidentally made these things, so this needs to be moved over 1/4. Not that. I accidentally made these LVLs 1.5 inches in a job, and it's been a curse ever since, because every time I copy them, and this is the bad part about using old project stuff, and people say it all the time, can't you just use old project stuff? You can. It's filled with curses. Let's see. 1 3/4, and tell me that one was already 1 3/4. You see, it's just a disease. It really is. Now, are they both 1 3/4? Should be. Yeah. And this should be 1 3/4. 1 3/4. Yeah, okay. Now these get deleted. If I was smart, I would fix the other end first before I copy these over. And this should go 3.5. The way you overlap them like that makes them really strong. And 1.5 or 1.75, like that. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and fix this end. This should be right here. There we go. We're gonna go back up here. That should be sticking out, yeah. Okay, now I want to fix this one. We'll copy it to the front. Wish I could see. Let's see if I turn off my roof. That's one nice thing about those folders. Before, I would have had to pick out all those layers. This goes to there. For now, it's going to go back to there. Try to zoom in a little bit, make sure we're doing it right. .75. There we go. Well, that was a long way around to get to my LVLs where I wanted them. Let's see. No, I mean over the containers. We understand what you're trying to do. The building code would say to use hurricane. Yeah, well, we always use hurricane clips. That's kind of a standard now, even in non-hurricane. Most areas that have a building code will require rafter ties. Over the containers, over the scissor trusses over the containers. Well, what I want to try to do is leave this as kind of like a loft in here, so he can store things on top of the containers. That's what he wants to be able to do. And what I told him I was probably going to do is just run some braces back. What I've got is my columns are bolted to the containers and to the LVLs, so that the container itself will help brace this. So I don't think I'm going to have any trouble with the building inspector on this. For some reason, building inspectors ignore these kind of shed roofs, and I've seen them do it 100 times on houses and everything. And you have to have collar ties on a gable roof. Of course, on trusses they have their own webbing, but I've seen it a bunch, like porches and everything, where they just leave it open like this, and there won't be any bracing, you know. So, I mean, if you think about it, once this part of the building is braced, then these roofs are braced against that, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. Now, he's going to have a door on the front. I think it was 14 by 16. Yeah, we follow the building code. We have to. Let's see, walls. I mean, unless you're just out in a free state. Well, in Tennessee, we have counties that don't have building codes per se. You have to have your electrical inspected and your septic tank inspected. But other than that, you don't have to have inspections. Let's see, what I should have done was put myself let's see, is this 40 feet? Because what I could have done was what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this wall, I'm going to delete these. Well, not yet. I'll put myself a line there where that's supposed to be 20 feet. And now I'm going to delete them. Because what I'm going to do, I want the wall support this on the front and back. And I almost forgot to set my 1/2 inch back. And what I'll have here is 2 little on each side. I think he has gable walls. I think this wall is it 15 feet? I'm just going to call it, let's see, we'll call it something even, 100 inches, and then let's see, 2x6s, yes, stud spacing, yes. So we need to keep all that. We want this to be, we don't want corners. We want this to be an end, and this to be an end. Update that, because we're not stopping the wall there. And we'll just say, we'll start it. And I knew that was going to be wrong, but I thought what I would do is just measure from the beam down to the wall now. Why is that acting funny? (72 1/8). Okay, so I need to add 72 1/8 to the height of this wall. $72.125. Update, boom. Yeah, now that should have, yeah. Now I planned on this, let's see, did I plan that right? I want this sheeting to be, I made it flush, didn't I? I want this sheeting to be sticking out because I'm going to run it Yeah, I'm going to run it all the way up to here when I get ready to explode the wall. Checking comments. Want to keep up with my brothers and sisters. So I could be lazy here and create 2 little gable walls. I think I might do that just for the fun of it. And they would go from get a vertical line. Where is it? Is that intersecting? Yeah. Okay, good. So my wall's going to go there. Gable wall. And it's just this regular shed. And it's going to go from, we don't know, to what? Well, we're going to leave it. We know this is 3.5. And we know it's at least 100. Let's see, let's guess. It's 9'6" plus 3. Let's call it 11. Let's call it 120 inches for now. And we'll update that. And why does it say wall angle? Oh. Whoopsie. Okay. 2x6. And we'll leave this end. We don't want corners in there. So let's just take this from here. Get where I can see to there. I should have moved it. I'll have to move it out again. And why is the pitch? Not? Well, that's weird. At least it's. Let's see if I can edit it. Okay, good. Where's the wall height? Okay, I just have to measure the distance. So let's move it out where it's supposed to be. I forgot. I don't want this set back. I want this out here. Like that. So all we got to do now is measure from here. $30.25. So we need to add 30.25. So 50.25. And why is that still? I don't understand the pitch. Wall angle, wall pitch. I think I screwed that up to begin with. Yeah, let's update that. There we go. I put the 3.5 in the wrong place. There we go. And you can kind of see where this is going. Now I don't want to explode these walls because I want to be able to put a door, not that kind of door, a garage door. What is that, 168 inches? 14 feet is 168 in it. 14 times 12. Yeah, 168. It's hard to keep up with all the. And let's see, I think or maybe it was 16 by 14. Yeah. That's 192, right? Let's see. Yeah, 192. Our store header will have 2 3/4 by. It don't have to be very big LVL because we want 2 trimmers, 2 jacks, and let's say I don't want advanced door. I don't want the door because I'm going to have to put a roll-up door in there. And something looks off about this. Why didn't my door height didn't stick? But thanks again. Edit opening. Whoa. So what I should have done is if I had been smart, I would have set the well, no, I know why I did that. Because on a roll-up door, you have to have about 16 inches between the ceiling and the top of your door. Just, 16 inches. So we'll just have to kind of change there'll have to be a no header. And that's why I said before it doesn't really need a header, because this is our header. All tools, edit opening. Why will it not let me edit the header? So what we're going to do is delete that one. I'm going to undo. and undo and put in another one. I guess you gotta get that's odd. I thought it let me check. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, before it, I don't know why it let me, so we're going to say, I'll just have to alter it. In that case, I'm going to undo what I just did. Oh, wait a minute. Redo. And then what I'll do is go in and edit the, I'll have to take out that header. This I think I got that one pretty close. I figured it would be, yeah, right up under the, probably could have added an eighth to it. See if I can do that. So again, if I had been smart, I would have copied this thing. I would have deleted it And then copy all this. Oh, I thought I lost it. And let's see, do I want to mirror this or... Okay, don't give me any troubles. Any other comments? We understand what you're trying to do. Oh, hey Vanessa Kitty. Now I'm worried to open my laptop hearing that the latest update is... Well, it may be only with, you know... all I had to do was unplug my microphone. It was a USB mic. And so, you know, it didn't recognize it right away. So I just had to unplug it and plug it back in. And I had to restart Windows before it would recognize it again. But it's working fine now. So, you know, it's one of those little things where... Let's see, I'm glad I left those posts there now because I can kind of use them to, I think, oh that's right, it was this point. Let's see. That. Okay, it's got to be moved over a ½ inch. Yeah, like that. And that should be sticking out. Now I can get rid of those posts. But I have a feeling that this is not sticking out where I want it to be past the LVL. Or is it? There's where it should be. And then I'll have the sheeting, when I get ready to explode these walls, I'll run that sheeting. As a matter of fact, I could probably just explode this wall already because I copied it from the other one. Sometimes when you copy those walls from another one, you can't edit them anymore. So, oops, I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. I'm going to guess, and then I'm going to find it. Now, what I should have done was, I'll have to fix that. Those walls up there are going to have to come out. But I can fix that. Yeah. But basically, I think that's what he wants. Although, I kind of wish this roof went up a little higher, like up to the bottom of that wall. I think it would probably look a little better. I think I can still edit that roof. Like if I made this a, kind of screwed that up, didn't I? I copied it. You see, I copied it. Let's see. Or I made it a component, and that changed it from the extension. Don't need that anymore. So that's kind of rough. I bet I can't put the door, I bet I can't put a door in there. Can I? Bet I can't put a door. Garage door. Well, I guess I can't. I can't. I'll have to go in and edit that out. The reason I'm not wanting to edit this too soon or get this too final too soon is because I want him to see this kind of configuration and see what he thinks before I go too far. Because it doesn't quite, it kind of has a monitor barn. Have y'all seen the monitor? This is like a monitor barn right here. And so that's kind of the look. So he may want to make the top roof steeper or this roof steeper to give it more of this of a clear story. So there's all kinds of things. See one that has a taller, like this one has a taller side to it. Can't really see it. This one has a taller side. But generally this will come up, this roof will come up on that wall. So we will just have to kind of see how this goes. I know, pen and paper. I miss my old drawing board, to be honest with you sometimes. Especially if you're just trying to get an idea, sketch out something just to get it roughed out. Because I literally screwed this one up the first time. I thought he wanted pole barn trusses, and I sat and drew 50-foot pole barn trusses by hand because there's no extension for pole barn trusses. And he's like, that's not what I wanted. I was like, okay. So, but lesson learned. But I'm going to stop here now. I'm going to get with him, Jason, and I'll go over this with him. This is enough to kind of get the concept down and to have a lot to talk about. And then we can go from there. And I will do another video on this when we get to that closer point. I appreciate y'all bearing with me through these things. I don't feel good. All right, thanks guys.